By now you've heard about vibe coding. I mean, it's all the rage. But has anyone ever claimed that it's easy? It's incredible. It's transformational. Well, you know what? I can guarantee that they are either a whore or a liar, but they're probably both. And this isn't the kind of video I usually make. But good God, I have had enough with the nonsense. All the AI influencers, the gurus, emphasis on the goo, that just are pumping you full of hope and then sending you down into a pit of fiery vibe coding hell. I've been there, and that's what made me hit record. Now, this video was supposed to take a totally different tack. I was excited about this cool app that I did vibe code, and it had a lot of utility, and it solved a real problem for us. It's right here. It's the Super Splitter, this cool AI music splitting tool that a lot of us radio folks, we need this. We generate tracks on Suno, or we find other cool music resources online, but they're just not 100%. They're not radio ready. So this app helps you easily and quickly extract really high quality stems. I mean, the stem splitter on Suno is trash, and a lot of free options online, well, you hit roadblocks pretty quick, you get limited generations, there's a bunch of pop-up crap, so forget about it. That's why I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, could we build this? And of course, they're always going to stroke you and say, sure we can, that's an amazing idea. And then you wander that path together until you fall off a cliff. I'll show you the app. I'm actually going to give you my prompt, the PRD, so you could try building this yourself in a second. And if this is the first time you're stumbling upon my channel just because you clicked, you saw whores and liars, and you started licking your chops, and you dimmed the lights, and you said, let's see where this goes. Well, don't bother clicking subscribe unless you actually dig radio themed content, because that's all I bake up. So let's just get to the rant. Whores and liars, yes. All these vibe coding jackasses on YouTube, they're not giving you the whole truth if they're not showing the hurdles, if they're not disclosing the maddening, hair-pulling, expletive-laced coding sessions where you just want to take a baseball bat to your computer. I mean, this is real. This is usually how the vibe coding experience goes. It's not a great vibe. You don't want to start the day with that kind of energy. And yes, most of the time, it's where you're going to end up. And a lot of these douche nozzles on YouTube, they will take the simplest proof of concept project to demo the latest and greatest AI tool. Oh, is it Antigravity from Google? Oh, is it the latest Lovable? Is it Cursor? I mean, they're all the same at the end of the day. And no, none of them offer a magic bullet, easy button approach 100%. And I think we all know that down deep, but these jackwads don't tell you. And if you're new to vibe coding, oh my goodness, you're gonna run screaming, never to return, because your expectations weren't properly managed. So they're lying about the ease and the friction-free experience. And they're whores because most just want to get you whipped up into a frenzy, so you'll jump into their paid school community and they could pick your pocket for 40, 50, 100 bucks a month. And hey, no shade on that. We're all here to make a little money. I get that. But you have to be honest. You have to be transparent. You can't demo building a productivity app, which, come on, that is the lamest, most simple use case to use one of these vibe coding tools with. I mean, as long as you have a breath and a dial-up modem, any jackass could pull that project off. No, when your app gets a little more complex, when you're pulling in dependencies, other files, AI services, and you have to wire all that up, it is rarely going to go to plan, and most likely is going to set you off into an expletive-laced rage. And yes, I would remove any baseball bats from your office if you do choose to attempt to vibe code your way into, your latest and greatest app. And hey, I'm not saying don't vibe code, because come on, I have vibe coded a lot of cool apps. My Phoner Factory, complete vibe coding experience. My really cool and advanced AI DJ system, Robo DJ. That sucker completely vibe coded. I mean, not without, a lot of yelling, a lot of fist shaking, and a lot of hair pulling. No, it's brutal. And I always encourage you to use AI as your assistant and to make your dreams realities, because it's never been easier to transform ideas into living and breathing apps or whatever you want to do. AI can make it happen, but not without a lot of digital hurdles along the way. So know that going in. It's not going to be easy, because most of these YouTubers are just looking for views, they're looking for clicks, and they're looking for a little of your coin at the end of the day. And they do that by only showing you 60% of it. They show you the candy land, the sweet vibe coding outcomes. They cut together only the greatest hits. They're not showing you all the bombs, the explosions, and the walls that you continuously hit when you can't get these stupid frickin' coding bots to do what you want. And they start sending you down a cyclone of digital crap. And that's all it is. You get caught in a loop of despair. This video is an absolute clusterfuck. I get that. I'm probably going to delete it in a couple days, but I did feel that somebody has to speak some truth about this vibe coding rage. I mean, it's been a rage for over a year. I mean, this isn't a new thing, but I think as more AI tools are released, like I mentioned, Google's Antigravity, which is an AI coding tool that everyone is just creaming in their kilts over. And I did try it. I started off the building process with this AI music splitter app using Antigravity. And while it did a decent job kind of scaffolding the project, and then it hit a wall and it said, oh, now you have to sign up for our monthly plan. Then I jumped back to Cursor to finish development. None of these, like I said, are the magic bullet. So you have to realize that going in. And you have to have some tips and tools in your arsenal for what to do when you do hit those digital walls, where all progress grinds to a halt. The bots are no longer your friends, and you're just eating up tokens. You're just kind of bleeding out because there are no solutions on the horizon unless you take a totally different tact. But how do you know? How do you know when to pivot? And all I'm saying is a lot of these other AI influencers, they're not arming you with those crucial tools that a real software developer obviously has in their toolkit, because they've been there, they know this. And that's why a lot of them, they roll their eyes, and you will see videos from real, software developers, software engineers, that I think they're a little harsh on vibe coding. I mean, yeah, their whole, their industry, their job security, hangs in the balance because of AI. And I mean, it's already taken a huge hit. There's not as many job opportunities for software engineers because of it. But where they're right, when coding newbies, coding bozos like myself, run into problems, we just don't have the knowledge base to get ourselves out of the muck that we've been mired in. And I don't see enough solutions being presented on YouTube for, the struggles that you will run into while vibe coding. And I'm not saying that I have all the answers right now. I have basic knowledge, and there are some things you do when you feel like your AI coding bot just is leaving you high and dry. You change models. These are all AI providers that you're familiar with: OpenAI, Claude, Gemini. And if you change the AI model, that's just kind of like resetting the experience, putting a fresh pair of digital eyes on your problem. And usually that will solve or get you closer to a solution. Let me just jump in for an update, because that's not 100% true. I wrestled with each of those models. I mean, the most expensive is Claude Opus 4.5. What a steaming load. Gemini, massive turd souffle. They all kicked me in the cojones today. They sent me down rabbit holes. They invented solutions that only set me back. So today, none of them were to be trusted. Maybe you have better luck. Maybe I'll have better luck tomorrow. But today was brutal. Or you just start a new chat. So you empty the memory, because these do have context limits. You can only type so much. There's only so many characters that could fit into an AI bot's head at any one time. And then they max out and they start hallucinating, and they start inflicting a lot of digital pain onto your life. And don't think you need to be fluent in bot talk. If you don't know how to describe a problem, well, that's the power of a picture. You just take a picture, come back, and I'm going to drag this in here. I'm going to say app screen is blank. The same thing goes if you see some error messages pop up in this terminal window. You just copy them, add them to the chat, and let the bots figure it out. Those are just a couple quick things to keep in the back of your mind if you are new to vibe coding. And I'm not condemning it. Hell no, I'm going to continue to vibe code because I get it. I've created a lot of cool things. But this past experience with this silly, stem splitting app has just been infuriating. The past 36 hours, well, for context, I built it. It works. It's really cool. You see it right here. That's great. But trying to get it to you so it can help you out, save you some time, that has been treacherous. The past 36 hours have been a hellscape because it cannot solve the issue of turning it into a real app, an exe file for your Windows users. Mac is a little better, but Apple, they're a bunch of bastards too. With trying to provide you with software that is not officially signed by them, and you have to join the developer program, and they want to pick your pocket for $100 a year. So none of this is easy. If you're just building these apps for your own use, then that's a little better. But it is nice to actually convert these into a real application file. And in the past, it's worked. But for this pain in the ass, it is not. But I just think it's really key to share the highs, but also the lows with you. So you don't go into this with really silly, stupid expectations, thinking, hey, that Radio DJ dummy dude made it look so easy. He produces all this stuff with AI, but why am I, in a fiery pit of AI hell? And you might be, so just know that going in. This won't be easy. You're gonna bloody your knuckles from all the banging on your computer. But if you could get through to the other side, you might just end up with an app that you're proud of, that's useful, and that you created. Still, the fact we're able to do any of this is pretty freaking awesome. So again, not condemning vibe coding. I'm just wagging my finger at all these AI peddling bastards who make it look way too easy and who are not giving you the straight scoop because you deserve that. It's your time. Time is our most precious resource. And I don't want you to fritter a ton of it away because you didn't have the full scoop going in. So now you do. And now it's up to you. If you want to embark on this perilous journey, great. I support you. I hope you do, because this is a great skill to have. But you have to have patience and a lot of frickin' booze to get through it. Or find God, because anything you can lean on to get you through the hard times, that is so necessary. So Super Splitter, here it is right here. Cool stem splitting app. And it has a batch mode, which to me, that's a huge time saver. A lot of these other free tools online, they don't let you load up 10 files and walk away. Well, first of all, you hit a lot of limits if you're using freebie apps. And another cool thing about Super Splitter is you have a lot of really cool audio formats to choose from. You're not just stuck with a vanilla WAV or MP3 option. I'm going to give you the exact PRD file that I used to create this thing. And what do you do with it? Well, you find one of these AI coding tools that you like, maybe one that you've heard of or maybe used. Like I said, Cursor is the one I use. Antigravity is Google's, and that's what I started off this process with because I wanted to test it. It got me close, but it hit a wall and I had to use Cursor to bring it to the finish line. You open this AI tool, you just paste this in. What I like to do, I like to create a markdown document within the project. So I paste this PRD into the markdown. Then I go over to the AI agent and I say, review this document thoroughly and come up with a bulletproof implementation plan. Ask clarifying questions before you start. And so it reviews the document, it comes up with a plan, and then hopefully it'll ask you some questions. So it truly understands your vision before spinning up and spending a lot of time and eating up a lot of your credits. That's something else you have to keep in mind. None of this is free. And then hopefully, after a lot of back and forth, you get a MVP, a minimally viable product of this app that you had in your brain. And at that point, it's one of those aha moments where you're like, wow, if you've never vibe coded from idea to execution to realization, that is a very cool moment. And I hope you do experience that because, yeah, it is pretty magical. and these tools are now at our fingertips. But I just wanted to arm you with the real deal, the straight scoop, and all the information you might not be getting. So using AI as the easy button is still a great option if you know how to keep it on the rails. So hopefully you gleaned something from this. Like I said, this video was going to be so different. I was going to show you how this stem splitting tool worked and show you all these resources for finding really cool, free, royalty-free music beds, which then I take into Super Splitter just to get the tracks that I need to produce really cool and radio ready, like the talk beds, production music for radio. But I'm over it. Use this how you want. Don't use it. It doesn't really matter. It's just another idea. And ideas are useless unless you take action. So hopefully you do. And please let me know if you do run with this. Maybe you take this stem splitter in a new direction. Let me know if you hit a bunch of hurdles, but share your success too, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. I just want to help build you all up and arm you with the tools that you need to be successful. So that's it. I'm wiped out. The drinking begins in 12 seconds after I finish this up. Until our next little radio rendezvous, you keep rocking those mics all over the world.